that we got that engine on lock, it's time to mount the trans. And I have a plan. I got this old scrap plate. It was used for a transmission mount on something else. Well, we're gonna cut it up, repurpose, and make it work for this build. And it doesn't cost me anything. Other than time. We got the old trans mount out of the car already. So I just traced it. We'll use that for my size of my plate that I'm gonna need. We'll cut it out, pop a couple holes in it. We'll be good to move on. I already had to do a compressor repair this morning, so we'll see how that's working with the old plasma cutter here. We're gonna give her our best. Alrighty, we have officially made the first piece of the puzzle of the transmission mount. This will go on here, like so. Let's just spin the nuts on, make sure everything's gonna tighten up and be what we want. I feel like these can go tighter. They can go tighter. I knew that. Look, it even says rear, so I know which way to put it on correctly. Don't think I couldn't still screw that up. None of this is comfortable. That all hurts. That all hurts. Get my knee pads out here from work. Ah, that's better. Where's this thing go even? Right there, maybe? Yeah, can't see. Not working. Whoa. Probably should have brought the socket with me. That would have been smart. That's super convenient. Oh my god, I can't get on either of them. There, that one fit. I think the plan is we're gonna just do something down to here. Seems like the best option. A little whoop across and back down. Should be easy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I wonder if I would be better putting a little angle iron on here, putting a little sidewall on it, and mounting that to that. How's that for an idea? I like that idea. Let's do that. It only took a few minutes of scrounging through my scrap iron to find a piece of angle here. It's 1/8 inch. Should be okay. We're gonna do it. That's all I got. I'm not buying more. Just gonna chop it up, put it in. We might as well do 2 right off the bat because I know I'm gonna need them. Look at me remembering my welding helmet, a light, the ground. God dang it, I forgot to turn it on. And apparently plug it in. We're just gonna tack all these pieces in and just continue to build out from the transmission because I don't know how else to do it. Try not to melt the mount. Now what part? What part do we do now? So I think because I gotta fit my big butt in here somewhere, and I don't want any bars like in the way, you know? Well, after trying to figure out the best way to make this transmission mount, this is what I'm gonna do. I've had many variations I've tried and templated and thought about making, and this is what I've settled on. Now, typically, I know you want your transmission mount to be removable, but for the sake of time and everything else I got cooking, We're just gonna weld this guy in here like that. I got another one made for the other side, weld it right to the frame. This is a twofold reason I'm doing this. I am already planning on making a removable doghouse for this transmission. So that has to happen whether I make the transmission mount removable or not. Second, I don't know if I can get this car high enough in my garage with my equipment to even get this transmission out from the bottom side. So there's that. So I'm thinking if I can make a removable doghouse for this, I can snake my cherry picker in here, pick it up, and take it out through the door. If we get to that point and it fails epically, I'll cut the transmission mount out and I'll make something different then. For the benefit of moving forward, this is what we're doing. Suppose I should get my welding helmet on, otherwise I'll just miss. Wow, that went frickin' horrible. Do I want this at the exact same position on this side as it is on that side? I don't know. I don't think it matters. We're going for it. It's a nice snug fit everywhere. Yeah, this should work. So in theory, I should be able to remove that mount now, weld it all solid, bolt it back in, and then weld it all solid. We're gonna find out. I broke my frickin' tack weld, so now I gotta bolt it all back up in there and re-tack it to make sure I don't screw it up. Because if I just went and tacked it back where I thought it went, I would have screwed it up. It sucks not being good.
Yeah.
Woo-wee. She's in there. She's definitely in there. What have we learned about this whole situational project? Well, I would say the first thing we learned is transmission mounts and motor mounts are not probably my specialty, I would say, but we got them done. I mean, they're in. What more could you ask for? This, again, like my other mounts, are not anything super fancy or special. It serves its function though. It should work fine. I got her all welded up all the way around, except for up underneath the frame. Mainly because I can't fit down there right now. I'll get this thing up on jacks and get her all finished up welded. Just not tonight. It's late. One other thing I want to do is I want to put some gussets back here. Take some of the flex out of it. I don't know if there's any flex there yet, but I just kind of feel like that's going to be a stress point. So we're going to just plate it there and make sure she's good and solid. The other thing we learned is you have to figure out how to get the jack stand out that you've had set up as a mount this whole time, because she ain't moving, which is good. That means the mount's holding it where she needs to be. So I'm hoping I can just release the bolts, the nuts, release the nuts, not the bolts, the nuts, and get enough wiggle room out of that to drop that down and get it out of the way. Then hopefully we can take the chain off the cherry picker. Sorry. Then hopefully we can drop the chain down on the chain hoist and the car will hold all the weight for the first time ever. Can a 51 Ford frame with an S10 front clip support the weight of a 7.3 liter Power Stroke diesel and two-wheel drive transmission? We're gonna find out. Let's just start by loosening these guys up here a little bit. she's actually pretty freaking solid. Not flexing at all. I am still gonna put those gussets in there just for overtime fatigue. Because I feel like it needs them. Pinion angle, transmission angle, right at the right thing. This one's at 5, that one's at 3, split the difference at 2. From what I hear, that's perfect. Now the real trick. Will everything support all the weight? Because there's still tension on this chain here. She's going down. She has all the weight. We lost a couple degrees on our transmission, but that's okay because it's completely laid out right now. When we raise the airbags, everything will work out, I hope. But there she is, officially holding the weight. Look at the tires squat. Yeah. I don't know how much air is even in those tires, but she's holding it. That's all that matters. I'd like to try and air those up and see if the airbags will lift it, but, big old but, I'm me. And, well, I touched the airline with the hot welding wire. I don't know if it leaks or not, but I'm assuming it does. Let's just air it up for the fun of it. See if she'll air, or if she'll leak, or she'll even lift. They're 2,600 pound bags, so she should lift. I hope. She is sitting down. She is sitting down harder than she was before I had the motor in there, so I'll have to go around and see what I can see and make sure none of the airbags are touching. But let's just start. Needs an airline hooked up to it. I'm a genius. She's fighting back a little bit. Well, she lifts. She needs more air pressure to lift now. Weird. All right. She lifted. She lifted. I don't know how many PSI it needed to lift, but she lifted. Wonder how much air is in that tire. I hope I don't need low rating E tires. I wonder how much this motor weighs compared to a Cummins. She had no air in her. Hell yeah. I'm so freaking happy. I'm so freaking happy. I'm not sure how well it's all gonna work, but it's all there. It's all there. I mean, we're just checking off the list, man. Motor's in, transmission's in, airbags are in, 4-link is in. We gotta start building a floor. We gotta start figuring out the front end stuff. We gotta start figuring out steering. Brakes, oh, there's still a lot to do, but this is a big step tonight. Big step tonight.